Hey guys, welcome back to the Balcony Blog. It's a rather beautiful day today. Just want to extend a big thank you to everybody who came out last weekend to the Boardroom DV in Drayton Valley at the Higher Place 420 show. It was a great time. Big shouts out to Shoddy Mills for coming out and filling in for Jay Dills, the homie who couldn't be there. Shoddy Mills put on a great show. Big shout out to Jamie Rain and to her backup singer John. They did a great performance with the country and the rock. And of course to Jason and Sherry for hosting a great event. It was a great time. Pretty low key, but hey, that's the way she goes sometimes. We rock it for Wonder 1000. And yeah, it's always fun to get out and hang out. And they made some delicious slow cooked pork. I don't even eat pork anymore, so I felt bad I couldn't even partake. That's not even like a religious reason, to be honest. It's pigs eat whatever, man. It's just bad for you. And I miss some good stuff like bacon and like ham. I miss ribs and like slow cooked pork too. But yeah, it was a great time. Looking forward to the next show. We'll be back at the Boardroom in September for the Pucks and Poetry freestyle hip hop tournament again. Great time last season. It's like a kind of a preseason tournament to all the other leagues that go on around Alberta. We're not even officially affiliated with them in any shape or way, but we're not even trying to step on toes. So the Pucks and Poetry, if you think you can throw down on some freestyle beats, come prove what you got. There'll be some cool prizes. That's in September. Not too early to sign up. It'll be a great time. Other than that, been hard at work, working my butt off as usual. Been working really hard on the final edits for Hot Pretty Blues and trying to incorporate them into the screenplay, actively scouting film locations as well, and really trying to piece together the first episode. And we're still casting characters, so if you are an aspiring actor or actress, or hey, if you got some film crew experience, I could probably use your help, so definitely hit me up. All the application details are actually on Everest Ingenuity's website, which is currently down right now because we are doing a big update for that. Hopefully it'll be launched here within the next week. Just trying to make it more user-friendly and have all the relevant information that's on there. But yeah, Hot Pretty Blues is going to be a huge project, and all the music for it is sick. And some of my best work, I would say. You are going to start to hear some of those singles here soon. And super looking forward for some of you guys to hear. I've been like sitting on some of this shit forever, so I literally cannot wait. And I know like Ty the Chronic Master Basser, he's been like dying to release some of these tunes too, because he laced all original bass lines for the entire album of Hot Pretty Blues. And yeah, it's a big undertaking. So it is my next novel. It isn't my next album. So that being said, there's so much work involved with it, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about it. It's so every chapter matches a song title from the album. So it's 18 chapters in the novel, and there's 18 songs on the album itself. And the album's been done for quite a while. So the rest of it is just like the publication process of the book. We're just like I'm trying to make it such a true adaptation, like one of the truest adaptations you've ever seen. And that, yes, we are trying to adapt it onto the screen as well, as I mentioned. And so I'm playing film producer, film director. I am the artist, the beat producer, the engineer, the author. I'm probably just fucking nuts, to be honest, but hey, that's what makes me tick. And I know that you guys will see the fruits of all that labor whenever it's all finally said and done and released, and I cannot wait. I only have two of my main characters cast. I got the character's named Levi and the character's named Kim casted already, but that doesn't mean you've missed your shot. There's so many roles to be had in Hot Pretty Blues that it's crazy. In my free time, I still spend a lot of time on Legend of the Tragic 2, the sequel to Legend of the Tragic, obviously. So my fantasy novel. I should say Hot Pretty Blues is not a fantasy novel at all. It is a contemporary modern fiction, so it's kind of like a thriller, a drama. It's like a mental health drama thriller, I would say. Mental health is really much the focus and the theme and the topic of the project. Kind of inspired by some real life events close to me. Definitely inspired by my hometown of Drayton Valley, but it is not based on any true events or even true locations. So it's like I made fictional locations based upon a lot of my experiences. And so the town is called Leonard's Peak, and that's where the main characters Levi and Cody reside in. And Kim is also a main character. I should include her. And they're pretty young. They're high school kids when the story starts, and you will get to see the trials and the tribulations of life that many of you will be able to relate to, whether you are still in high school or it's something that you reminisce about, like me. Super excited, and it's a super ambitious thing to try to bring to the screen, but I know we're gonna land it. And I was trying to film it all last year, but I had to like Peter Jackson myself. I'm like, yo, slow the brakes, Chad. You were fucking diving in way too much over your head, and you need to like research more, work harder, and figure this out a bit more, I should say. So that's what I've been trying to do. Yeah, I'm super jacked, but yeah, I've been distracted with Legend of the Tragic 2 a little bit in my free time, and I'm having a great time writing it, trying to make it better than the last one, and it's super enthralling, very fast-paced, I would say. It's a little quicker paced than the first one, for those that have read Legend of the Tragic 1. Some of the comments about the first one is like it kind of starts off slow, and that's fair, like most fantasy kind of does. It's like the introduction to the world and stuff. But to be honest, the first Legend of the Tragic really is only a teaser to the world and stuff, and the sequel, Legend of the Tragic 2, is really kicks things wide open in a big way. You're going to get to see and experience a lot more of the world that Heinrich and co. reside in, for sure. If you haven't checked out Legend of the Tragic yet, it's still not too late to do so. It's still available on Amazon, Chapters, Barnes & Noble for those in the States, Walmart for those who are in the States. For those overseas, internationally, it's available wherever you purchase your books. Probably Amazon is still your best bet. I have copies here. If you want me to ship you a signed copy, I will do that for you, 110%. So it's not too late for you to dive into the world of Legend of the Tragic. I'll even hook you up with like a poster map drew by the very talented Adam Drader. You can check him out in Edmonton if you want to go get a tattoo. And yeah, so that's where I'm at with the writing projects. I've been starting to really focus on Hot Pretty Blues, though, to be honest. Really starting to get my mind, especially with get my mind into that frame, because of all the discussion that Tamara and I have been having about it too. Because Tamara is the editor; she's my main editor, so she gets editor credit basically on everything. Going forward, except that she did not do an editing treatment on Legend of the Tragic. Or Karma's a Bitch. But everything going forward, Hot Pretty Blues, she is the editor. So I thank her for all her hard work and effort. Just getting an extra set of eyes has been great, an extra set of perspective. And she's been hard on me. She's hard on my ass too, even though she's like my wife and shit and kind of biased. She's not biased. She's very hard on me, very challenges me, and that's what a person needs. Yeah, moving on to some fun stuff. Yeah, still playing all the same games. Still haven't beat nothing. I have actually got a lot further in Final Fantasy VI. I actually sat down and played quite a bit more. Actually took some time to myself, but Tamara and I are still pretty distracted with The Sims 2, which is funny. Ethan showed me a cool game on Roblox. It's like a murderer-killer game. The kids always show me wild games on Roblox. Yo, who's pre-ordering a Switch 2? I was kind of tempted, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna hold off still. We have bigger fish to fry. Was tempted though. The thought did pass my mind to call up a GameStop and be like, yo, I want one of those. But no. To be honest, I still have Switch games I still haven't even opened. Fuck, 'cause I have PS3 games I haven't even opened, so really tried to hold off. But the Switch 2 looks kind of neat, like with a bigger screen. What I like is that you can take the Joy-Cons, for those that know. You can turn it on its side and use it as like a mouse, which is pretty fucking dope. Pretty neat. So like playing shooter games on the Switch 2 is going to be like a game changer. You can play it like a PC, which I personally am pretty stoked for. I think that's a pretty badass feature. A lot of people are saying, oh, the Switch 2 is just a bigger Switch, it's not much different. But yo, that fucking mouse innovation is like low-key pretty fire. Like that's a big deal, in my opinion. Like that's a sneaky, innovative thing that Nintendo's done. But no, I won't be pre-ordering one myself. I don't even know if they're available in Canada, to be honest. I don't even know. So, no idea. Whoa! Kicking cat dishes by accident. Small, I didn't even see it. Yeah. No, but I honestly need to like update all the devices in my house, from like phones to iPads to like consoles to computers. Like Windows 10 is about to be obsolete. So like studio computer, laptop. I run a Linux computer for a lot of the events I do, which is interesting. It does work kind of glitchy sometimes, so it's a little concerning, but I do need to update all that stuff. We don't even have a PS5 yet, or not super big into Xbox. Like I have an Xbox One, but just because it was cheap on the marketplace and I nabbed it. But yeah, we don't even have a PS5 yet, and almost bought one of a used one on the marketplace yesterday, but it got deleted. It's probably a good thing it got deleted, because yeah, I almost messaged them. But no, still the same shit. We're still like playing old shit. So yeah, probably priority will be computers first, because they're obviously work items. And the kids play a lot of computer games too. Like Ethan plays tons of PC games. Team Fortress. He's super into Steam games like Undertale. Like those games are huge. Like Undertale, especially, for those that know that, that's like a kind of Earthbound inspired style of RPG. It's pretty like quirky for sure, just like Earthbound is. I've played quite a bit of it. Very unique battle system. I dig it a lot. Ethan's got good taste, like his dad. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. That's basically just a big fancy way of saying I'm too broke for this shit. Right? That's the biggest truth. Like $700 probably for a Switch 2 Canadian. Never mind the PS5, so like $1,400 in new consoles. Oof. Yeah, probably not. Not right now anyway. I got like TV shows and shit to release. Sports world. Oof. Yeah, I'm an Oilers fan. They're getting crushed by the LA Kings. Down 2-0 in the series as of this recording. Anyway, who knows? Maybe by the time next week rolls around, they'll have flipped the script, or they could have got swept. Who knows? Just doesn't seem like the Oilers' year. We were spoiled last year. We got to the Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final, even though we didn't get her done. Repeating that shit is hard. And, you know, I'm either okay. I'm okay if they flip the script, or I'm okay if they, you know, bow out early and they take the season to the summer to recuperate and rest. I would compare that to the Golden Knights whenever, as much as I dislike them now, the Golden Knights, oh, what year was it? Well, they won the year they beat the Oilers in the second round. But the year before that, they didn't even qualify for the playoffs. But the year before that, they made the finals. So did you see what I'm saying? So there was a chance the Oilers didn't even make the playoffs this year if they would have, like, it could have happened. Would have had to line up perfectly, but it could have happened. And with all the amount of injuries, like Matthias Ekholm's down, like, fuck, what do you do, man? And I just, it just, what do you do when your top defenseman's down? And like, that's just not making excuses, but you're not gonna win with so many people down. And like, the roster flip over was not great. I'm not crazy about all the changes they made. I was trying to be optimistic all year, but oof, it's been rough. Who knows? Maybe the script will be flipped, but I'm okay either way. This playoff beard might be gone before it gets too long, but we'll see. Yeah, Oilers getting stomped equals a sad Chad for sure. Yo, why are you doing that, bro? That's fucking weird. Camera doing funky shit. It's starting to like get low battery. So I better wrap this up a little bit. Oh, you want to be interviewed on the Balcony Blog? We're gonna do like interviews and shit. So let me know if you want to be interviewed. We will set that up beforehand. We'll probably have to like record it beforehand. Like that's what we did before. And I'll like edit it in. Doing it live is kind of tough, but we'll get that in somehow. That'd be fun to like have some like interviews put into this. So music things. My next show is actually in Whitecourt, Alberta, June 7th. Brought to you by Tico. You can expect some single releases coming up, probably from Hot Pretty Blues, like I mentioned. Strange Glory video produced by the homie John Miller is still coming. Try and just get the right locations for that too. I'd like to make some other videos from like my past songs that I haven't done yet. Like, so like some of the songs I'd like to do are like Pedal to the Floor still. What songs would you guys like to hear? Just, yeah, let me know. So this is the part where I discuss a character from one of my novels. I said I'd bring up Heinro Gasket. So he's the main character from Legend of the Tragic. Kind of was bringing up Legend of the Tragic earlier. So Heinro, he's a troubled young warrior from the land of Tristram, with a very terrifying past that seems to surround him more the longer that he lives. Prone to anger and frustration, the obstacles that mount around him further pressure him to conquer not only the many foes that he encounters in his adventures, but also the battle within his mind. So, if you want to see what that's all about, like I said, pick up a copy of Legend of the Tragic. You can get a personally signed one from me. Just have to pay shipping, and you get an extra map with it. Or you can just pick one up from your retailer. No harm, no foul. I'm not offended either way. I appreciate it. And yeah, the sequel to Legend of the Tragic 2 is well underway. But in the meantime, you guys have Hot Pretty Blues to look forward to. So yeah, with that being said, I think I'll wrap this up here. Thanks for checking out the Balcony Blog. The return of the Balcony Blog's been fun, so we're going to keep rolling with this and keep up the momentum. And yeah, peace guys. Have a great day. We'll catch you next week.